Hello everyone. In this video, we will have an experiment. So our experiment is to make a power supply. Power supply to develop a functional 5 volts power supply that can be used to power electronic projects. So the materials needed are USB cable salvaged from damaged devices like charger, keyboard, mouse, etc. A 22 AWG solid core wire and a USB charger head, scissors, electrical tape, 1K ohms resistor for the circuit to test, LED for the circuit to test, and make sure it has been tested to light when you buy it. And there are some other tools that you can use when needed. Wire stripper, low nose pliers, multimeter, solderless breadboard, soldering iron, and soldering wire. So before we start our experiment, there are some electronic safety rules that I will be presenting to you. So first, never work on a circuit while power is applied. And do not connect power to a circuit until the circuit is finished and you have carefully checked your work. If you smell anything burning, immediately disconnect the power and examine your circuit to find out what went wrong. Keep your work area dry. Always wear safety goggles. Be careful around large capacitors. They can continue to hold voltage long after they are disconnected for power. Be especially careful when you solder because a hot soldering iron can easily burn you. Always work in a well-ventilated space. Have safety equipment such as fire extinguisher, first aid kit, and a phone nearby. That's all.
So let's start our experiment. I prepared a USB cable. So you cut the connector. We only need the wire. Salvage as much length of wires as possible while making sure there are no cuts or indentions on the wire's jacket. So cut the wire's outer jacket, and after you cut it, you will see a 4 colored wires: the red, black, white, and blue. So we will cut the blue and white wires because we only need the red and black wire. Strip the insulation of the red and black wires for about 1 cm to reveal the copper wires. So like this. And to test the continuity of the red and black wires using your multimeter, if it shows no continuity, then check for some cuts or indentions on the wires and remove it. And note, if discontinuity still exists even after removing all the suspected problem area, then you must replace your cable and start anew. So prepare your red and black 22 AWG solid core wires. Cut about 15-inch length of wire or more. Strip both ends of each wire's plastic insulation for about 1 cm to reveal a bare solid wire. And connect the USB cable to your 5 volts charger head. Using And when you test the circuit, so here we have a breadboard, 1k ohms resistor, and 1 LED lights. So as you can see, these LED lights, there is the tall one is the positive and the negative one is the negative. And the short one is the negative. So you connect the tall one to the 1k ohms resistor and then negative to the other side. And finally the cable. So the red and black wires, you connect the red wire to the 1k ohm resistor and the black wire to the negative side of the LED lights. If the LED will not light, then check for some loose connections or some cuts and tensions in the wire which have caused the failure. After everything else done, still the light is off, then you need to replace your USB cable and start anew. So in this case, my testing is okay. So after everything else done and the light is on, then disconnect your power supply from the circuit above, and after that, secure or cover each of the connections with an electrical tape. And you now have a power to be used in all your experiments and future electronic projects. Let your finished output be checked. So that's all for our experiment. Our experiment on making a power supply was successful, making a functional 5 volts USB charger.